That song is so great. That
They don't
song
know.
makes me happy.
They don't know about that.
They don't. That song makes me really happy.
All I want is just me and you. This is a dum 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 dum.
Yeah, wait, which one? Wait, are you singing a different song now?
No, that's Don't Disturb This Groove.
Oh.
I just don't know the words.
Oh. Don't disturb this groove. Cause I want to tell you that I'm so into you.
Yeah.
Cause the feelings. I think I switched them. Cause the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. That's like sunny Saturday vibes.
It is.
Like when you driving.
Or when you're cleaning the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a Busta Rhymes mood on Saturday.
Not bad.
I had a Busta Rhymes playlist going in, and I was like, this nigga's a genius.
He is.
Like,
I don't disagree.
certain songs I forgot existed. Like, I'm on my New York shit. Like, I was like, oh. I forgot about this song. Like,
Yo, Busta is really... He's iconic.
Yeah.
I know he has like his own problematic views or whatever.
Does he for real?
Apparently he does.
Oh.
I know. I
Oh.
know.
See, that's like, he's one of those people I don't like get into like that.
I don't either, but I come across it and then I'm like, oh.
Oh, okay.
You know how you're like on social media and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
we're mad at this person now.
Right.
That's how it is for
Okay,
me.
I get
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I get that.
So yeah, I mean, but I like Busta. Busta Bus,
Yeah.
one of the fastest rappers.
Literally.
Him and Twista.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. I forgot about
for
him
sure.
too.
I don't know. What happened to Twista?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like a little plague over Chicago rappers outside of Common, because Common got a SAG card. But
Chicago got a plague because they let R. Kelly rock for so long. Yeah, we know about you. Y'all allowed that mess.
you got some new ones coming up like Lil Durk and G Herbo.
Oh,
You know,
good for them.
which it took me a very long time to realize that Lil Herb and G Herbo were the same person. Because when, what's it called? Chirac came out.
Is that a song or a movie?
Yeah, you know the song Chirac with
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj and
Oh, yeah.
then Lil Herb, and then it was like, yeah, G Herbo, like he got the Chirac. I was like, that's not G Herbo. His name Lil Herb. And someone was like, yes, G Herbo.
That is so
Lil Herb.
funny that you say that because I actually didn't know that 2 Chainz used to be Titty Boy.
Oh yes.
That was
I don't do nothing. I'm a ball. I'm counting all day like the clock on the. I love rappers that just like go away and they come back a whole new person.
I love it.
I'm like,
Good for him.
I love a good rebrand. I
just
love a good rebrand.
Titty Boy was a terrible hip hop name.
It was.
Yeah.
It was bad.
But 2 Chainz, it's classic. It's memorable.
2 Chainz.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ciao.
All right. I think we can start this show.
We can.
All
We
right.
can. We can.
Yeah, I think we can.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Woo, all right. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
We wrap the culture up in color.
Surprise shorty.
What's the surprise?
I have no idea.
You just wanted to say that?
Did.
I get it.
I did.
I get it.
We got an announcement.
Yeah.
The panel for
Yes.
the morning pages is this Friday.
Yes.
The day after this episode airs. We hope you guys got your tickets because like we told you last week, it is sold out.
Yes.
I don't know if Young has opened up the wait list or not.
He said it was a wait list, but if I were you, I would just use a link in our bio on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, right here, and see if you can get a ticket because you don't want to miss it. We're talking all things mental health because it's necessary.
Absolutely it is.
It's necessary.
Absolutely it is. So we're really excited. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous.
You're gonna do just fine.
I can't wait. I can't wait to experience it.
Gonna do just fine.
I mean, when he told us it was sold out, I was like, damn.
I ain't gonna front. I was like, Not baby's first sold out panel.
I know. I was like, oh,
Prepare to be sick of me.
sick.
Don't let me get to the panelists.
Okay.
The moderator bag.
Period.
Because
I'm excited. I think we're gonna do a really great job.
it's going to be dope.
So we hope to see some of you guys there.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's gonna be a grand old time.
I need to get my eyebrows done first.
I need to get all that stuff done.
Because
Yeah. It's just out here vibes. Another announcement. We got Beyonce tickets. Y'all mad. Y'all mad.
I'm that girl.
America has a problem and it's us. Okay.
So you better move out the way. Okay, I'm done.
Because the summer renaissance is here, baby.
And it's pure.
Okay, and we about to get real cozy.
Okay?
They mad.
You're not going to break our soul about it.
This is the Virgos group.
You're so mad. You're so mad right now.
You're mad.
You're so mad right now. Because this church girl.
I'm screaming. I can't right now. I really can't. I'm screaming. Fucking weak.
Y'all about to be low. Yo, let me tell you something. The group chat was in shambles yesterday, okay?
Yo.
Shambles.
Shooketh.
I love it.
They appointed me as the person to go get the tickets.
Girl.
I had to take my Apple Watch off because she was like, sis, you okay? No, girl, I'm trying to get these goddamn Beyonce tickets.
Bruh. We was doing countdowns. It was like 28 minutes.
Yo.
9 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go.
And you know, I was like in the queue for like all the 12 minutes.
You really was.
It was fast.
That's what's up.
It was really, really fast.
Ticketmaster was like, okay, I'm not like getting with the Swifties is one thing.
Yeah.
They wasn't trying to have it with the Beehive.
Yeah,
like, okay.
no, they don't want them problems.
All right. The Swifties is one thing. See, Swifties, we're going to sue you.
You better lawyer up, baby.
Okay. Beehive be at your front door.
Okay.
Be at Ticketmaster headquarters. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Tell Mr. Master to come out.
Right. Like,
I don't want to fight.
for real.
I want to fight. Just want to talk right quick.
Just that's it.
Not Mr. Master. Oh,
Right. With
Lord.
the bat like Beyonce. Hold up. It's like,
don't want these problems.
you
okay?
really don't.
You really don't.
Child.
Oh my gosh. So yes, we are excited. I felt like that was announcement worthy.
I do. Like,
yeah.
and I love how some people on Twitter have been like, I guess maybe it's a Charlotte thing. Everybody been real humble about their tickets. Like, they're not doing like, you just put a little B as a tweet, like, oh, I'm going. Like, see you there.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just it's supposed to be so much energy, and I can't.
Listen.
I already put in the PTO on the like soon as the money was sent, it was like, I'm off.
Okay. Day before, the day of, and the day after, I'm off.
I did like not a half a day. Like I took over like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I don't even want to go in. I don't even want to see y'all today. That's the day of Beyonce.
I really should have did 12 o'clock because like
yeah. I really don't want to see. I don't want to see none of y'all.
I'll change it.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Because
it's never too late. It's never too late.
Yeah.
So clearly we're really excited.
Very much so.
Very, very much.
Right.
This will be our first time seeing Beyonce. I've never seen her in concert ever. Never seen Destiny's Child. You've seen Destiny's Child.
I've seen Destiny's Child. I did. I was like 13. It was when Survivor. I went to the Survivor tour. My mom took me.
Oh snap! Mm-hmm. That's dope.
So that was an experience in itself. Mm-hmm. So for 13, now 34-year-old me.
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay.
This
alien superstar is ready.
Period.
I'm done.
Yeah. Nope.
done.
Never be done.
I'm
never be done.
I'm done.
Never be done. So yeah, that is what we got going on so far.
Yes.
We'll jump into the show. We don't have that much.
So
honestly.
basically, don't expect to see us that week.
I can't make no promises, shawty.
Don't.
Like I said, I don't know.
Don't expect to see us.
I don't know, bro. We might have to take a little break.
Yeah,
okay?
y'all. We'll be back.
Okay, we'll be back though. You know, we always come back.
Yeah, that's it. Just letting you know.
I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back.
That's it.
All right, sis.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to jump into the show?
Yes.
What can't you wrap your head around?
Okay, I can't wrap my head around these warehouses that are been on social media. Like, everybody goes to this warehouse because of a bunch of furniture. So this is one.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Girl.
I know exactly.
So me and Simone pulled up to this one warehouse here in Charlotte.
Y'all went to one?
Pulled up. Mid.
Oh,
the most mid experience waste of gas.
Damn.
No.
Where was it at?
Literally, first of all, I learned a whole new area of Charlotte that had no clue existed. behind Brookshire.
Okay.
Like, it's a whole, like, honestly, me and Simone was like, the way, first of all, Google be doing that. Google Maps be doing the most.
You don't like Google Maps?
I love Google Maps, but it really, like, I feel like you could have just took me.
Yes.
I don't need to go down all these side streets. It's Saturday at 2:00. Like, it's okay. Let's cut it out. And, like, we in a residential neighborhood. I was like, I think we've been bamboozled, but clearly it was something if it's going viral on TikTok.
Right.
Girl, we finally get to the area and we was kind of like, whole bunch of white people. We was like, all right, bet we in the right spot.
Right.
In and out, 10 minutes.
Damn.
Basically what it's giving is somebody got to connect to a Target truck and be boosting stuff off the Target truck and put it in a warehouse. So, I mean, yeah, if you need a vacuum cleaner, some ugly ass artwork, a rug.
Wow.
The same stuff that you can get at Target.
Damn.
Or Costco. So I can't wrap my head around it. I was very upset. I was like,
really?
yes. There is another warehouse though that we will be going to. This one is in Gastonia.
Oh, the gas house.
Yeah, apparently it's like there's a Skims.
Oh.
There's a Skims type warehouse in Gastonia. It's like the third time I've seen it. So I'm like, but it's in Gastonia.
And you know what? Gastonia, it's not like it's a bad drive. It's just like when you're going to Gastonia, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to Gastonia. Like, what am I doing with my life?
If next time I planned on going to Gastonia was to go to this dog shelter because there's a lot of dogs over there. I'm not getting a dog. I just wanted to go.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine.
Hang out with them for a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fine.
You can come.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the invite.
So because you want to get a dog.
Yes.
We're going to go to that. We're going to go
in
to that
this
one.
economy?
I get it.
I really do want a dog. I follow this girl. Did you send me that page? The Poodles and Doodles page?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
She'd be like, yeah, these are my cheapest ones. They're $2,500. I said, bitch.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting dogs. We're getting rescue dogs.
Oh, she breeds them though.
Oh no, we're gonna go to the shelter.
They cute though. They cute dogs.
Go to the shelter.
Yeah.
$250. They already have the shots, everything.
Oh my gosh.
Breeders don't do all that.
I was talking to somebody. They was like, sometimes they go to PetSmart. You can get like a pet for free. Because like they like it's like I guess like an animal shelter is connected to the
They do have adoption days, yeah.
Where you like get the pet for free. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Like basically, like PetSmart will like cover their adoption fees.
Wow.
So yeah. Now, but I don't know if they're gonna like because PetSmart has the pet hospital too, Banfield. So when you get a pet, you get your pet insurance. Patrick has his through Banfield. Now I don't know if it's like, oh, now you get a free. They might pay for the adoption fees, but you still got to pay for them shots.
Damn, them shots be expensive.
Because they have to get all their shots, especially if they're new. So if you get them from a shelter, they like those are already taken care of. They have all their immunizations and they get them because they're in the shelter. Unfortunately, they get them like every year or like every other couple months. Like Patrick got an appointment this weekend.
Wait, I feel like an idiot because I thought like once you got them dogs, them shots, like that was it. Like it was like lifelong shots. But it's like the flu shot. You got to get it every winter season.
Yeah, there's certain shots like like a heartworm. Got to give a heartworm. There's little things that you got to keep, like your rabies. That like I think that's like every. I forget how many. It's like every other or something like that. So yeah, always get a rescue dog because they're the ones that need the most love.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay.
So, but anyway, yeah, the warehouse not feeling it. So I don't recommend that y'all go. If the address is Montana Drive.
Ooh. It's a no-go.
Yeah.
Noted.
Girl, people was pulling up there with U-Haul trucks and everything, and they turned right back around. I was like, yeah, no.
Oh, they probably was disappointed.
Girl, me and someone was in there like.
Don't worry, another one will keep popping up. They always pop up. That one and the one in the Amazon. The ones who don't reclaim their packages or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one.
I had looked up one, but it was over in the university area, but apparently it's closed now. It was called like Everything Must Go.
Yes. Maybe everything went. What can't you wrap your head around?
You. I can't wrap my head around. You get on my nerves. God damn.
Oh Jesus!
You get on my nerves, Sherelle.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Mine's is. I feel like I bring the same couple of topics every year, but I listen. If you do social media content for whatever reason, please close your blinds. Some of you can see right now that my blinds are closed right here. Okay, that is because I'm trying to protect my safety of where I live.
That part.
There was a video on TikTok of a girl who was like, she has to keep moving because people keep finding out where she lives.
Girl.
Here's my question, right? What is it with white people and curtains? Why don't y'all, like, do y'all have a vendetta against curtains and blinds? Like, what's the tea? Like, what is it? It has to be something linked to being white. I don't understand.
It's like season 1 of You when he kept looking at Beck, which was so unrealistic, in Brooklyn.
And with no blinds, no blinds,
Like,
not even
just,
blinds.
Just a window.
Just vibes.
In Brooklyn.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
So listen, I understand wanting to show your apartment and whatnot, and no, they love this. Like, here's my empty apartment tour. I'm moving in.
I don't understand it.
I be watching that stuff and I be like, damn, I be wanting to rob them.
No, I get it.
And I'm not a person who robs people, just for clarity. Okay, I don't have a vicious background or anything.
She got ski mask, y'all.
No, don't do that. Got a couple knives in the drawer.
You
No,
know what I mean?
But like, it just be making me want to rob y'all. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, the dude had stitched her and was like, I know exactly where this is.
That's crazy.
Like, he was like, I know exactly where you are. Like, I can find you.
I don't understand the whole like apartment tour thing. Like, why? There's one thing to give content, but it's just like, I see some girls and some guys. It's like a certain area of the apartment. Like, you see them in the bathroom, you might see them in the living room, and that's where it stops and ends. Like, you know what I mean? But for you to give in a whole apartment tour, like,
it's bizarre.
Okay, especially it's one thing if you live in like a town that no one's ever heard of, but you living in Charlotte, Philly, Houston, Atlanta, like,
and especially because like, and the dude was like, I can see like what's in your background. I know what stores you are. I've seen that area, so I can know where you like. There are, even if you don't think there are landmarks near your apartment, there are ways for people to find you. So, like,
I told Brandon that all the time because like he loves to be like, oh, like, he really like, I like living in a cut, da da da, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't think everywhere is like, I don't really think there's a such thing anymore as the cut. It doesn't exist anymore, especially in this city.
My dad's house is the cut.
That's different.
That's the cut.
Yeah, that's different.
That's the cut.
That is different.
That is definitely the cut. But like, in terms of like, like
apartments?
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely
no. Ain't no in the cut.
Mm-mm.
No, it's just not realistic.
It doesn't exist anymore.
She's not real. It doesn't exist. So close your goddamn blinds. White people, get some curtains.
Seriously.
Someone had built a new house in my dad's neighborhood. They ain't got big ass bay window. They have no curtains on. I've seen their big ass TV. I know what they watching.
Girl.
And every time I drive by, I be like, damn, I should rob these niggas.
No, for real. There's certain areas, like there's a certain street, like I'll ride down, like when I go to Chipotle on South Boulevard. And like, I literally could park in front of somebody's house and sit there and be like, oh, I didn't see this episode. Let me,
That's
and they
crazy.
probably wouldn't even notice. Like, I'm just sitting there in my car, like,
that's crazy.
just watching
to
them.
me.
Like, how many scary movies? Like, you've never seen a scary movie? Because it's in real life that happens. People really be like watching. Like,
you know what I think it is?
The watcher was real.
I think people if you don't have blinds and curtains on, like, you've never lived or known anybody who lives in an area that is really dangerous or like that could cost you like everything that you own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just do not understand that.
I don't get it either.
Put your goddamn blinds up, bro.
Yeah, like, and then God forbid something happened, to be like, oh my God, I don't know how people. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I was looking I could see through the back of your house from your front window.
I can see you.
What's going on? I know you making sausage with eggs right now.
Literally.
Why do I know that?
And I follow you on TikTok.
Exactly.
So like,
and I know how to maneuver around your house. Woo! That's crazy.
It's giving enough.
That's crazy. Swear to God.
It's giving enough.
That's crazy.
Child.
Anyway, close your goddamn windows.
That's it.
I
don't really think it's that hard.
And put up some blinds. God damn.
Something. Something.
I'm done cussing y'all out for the day.
Something.
Put up a sheet like the hood niggas do.
Something.
The niggas will put up a sheet.
They really will.
But you know what? They ain't got the damn window open. I can't see inside they trap house.
I've been to a nigga house like that. Like,
listen, we have all had our moments. I too.
I was like, what am I doing here? But he was so fine. So
yeah. And there's the ones who don't have it together.
I looked over the sheet.
Yeah.
If
he got the sheet up and it's the throwback design with the burgundy with the green diamonds and the gold trimming, those is mama sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child.
Or you got the fitted sheet up. That's real hood.
Oh God, that's hard. Okay, See, that's a level of hood. I ain't been to that level yet. Like, no. Okay. I'm sorry. People are like, oh, you bougie. Yeah, I am. Because that's unacceptable.
Take that goddamn sheet down.
Unacceptable. F. Unacceptable. No, we not doing that. We not doing that.
Okay.
Child.
Let's get into this episode.
All right. We got it's a light list. It's nothing too heavy once you already know what that means. Because, anyways. So first on the docket, told y'all 2024 is around the corner. So these presidential candidates are coming out. Nikki Haley, former South Carolina governor and UN ambassador to the Trump administration, throwing in her hat again. She finally launched her campaign in, what was that? In Charleston, South Carolina. Like, it was my favorite. Like, let me tell you something about Jordan Kepler. He's literally becoming one of my favorite people ever. Like, I enjoy his content so much.
I do too.
He was there, getting all the foolishness. But the foolishness was really inside because Nikki Haley, she had some shit to say about how America is not racist anymore.
And take it from me, the first minority female governor in history, America is not a racist country.
Now, this is ironic. Send that to me. This is ironic because sis, before we press record, she looked up and did some research on this. Sis is a Sikh, right?
Yes. She literally, because when she said first minority, I was like, you look like you from Columbia, South Carolina. So Haley was born, her real name is Nimarata Nikki Rand.
Where you see that at? Oh yeah.
But her real name is Nimarata Nikki Randhawa. And she actually was born to immigrant, is it Sikh?
S-I-K-H,
yeah.
Sikh, yeah.
Sikh parents from India.
Now, let's. What do you mean by that when you say that America is not a racist country?
Right.
Because I really feel like your parents could be like, just for reference or whatever. How did it feel during 9/11? Just quickly.
Racist enough for you to change your name?
Oh,
Nikki Haley.
I can drop the mic. We can end the episode right there.
Because little girl Nimarata probably has a word.
Okay.
Because Nikki Haley.
There's no way your parents can be like behind this, bruh. I would be so embarrassed if this was my child.
Yeah, I don't.
What do you mean? Every week is somebody coming on here saying some stupid stuff like this, and I'm like, y'all can't be for real. I really feel like they're trying to gaslight us into something.
Yeah,
I really feel like the Republicans are trying to gaslight us and believing oh yeah, the slaves loved it.
But who you're trying to get who to believe that? Like, seriously, are y'all for real? And I mean the people that sitting behind her yeah, no.
Because if they knew your real name, they would give you the side eye.
Does Trump know your real name? Because I highly doubt that you would have been the UN ambassador.
Child, y'all got to be so for real right now. It's not adding up to me.
It's not. I was really what does she mean first immigrant? I was like, immigrant? You're not an immigrant traveling from DC from South Carolina. What are you talking about?
The whitewashing is bizarre.
Shut me up.
The whitewashing is bizarre.
If it's not racist, why are you not going by your real name?
Literally.
Seriously. You should be proud of.
Right.
Especially immigrant parents. Your parents came over here and now their daughter is a presidential candidate. That's something to be proud of.
And you out here got people calling you Nikki. Now, there ain't even no K's in your name, in your real name.
Right.
Where you get those K's from?
So her actual birth name
is like Nimarata.
Oh yeah.
Nimarata.
Yeah, she was born. It literally says Haley was born Nimarata Nikki Randhawa. So her middle name is Nikki. But
if you was really about that life, you would make them learn how to say your first name. She's soft. Nikki Haley soft. Don't vote for her. She's soft.
And her father received his PhD in 1969 from Voorhees College, which is a historically black college.
Girl, I don't have time.
Like, I'm reading up and I'm just like,
I don't have time. I'm out of time.
Ciao.
I'm out of time.
Yeah, no.
What is going on?
Unacceptable.
How did she get there? Your dad got a degree from a HBCU, and you're saying
America isn't racist?
it's not, the math not math. Are you cooning, Nikki?
But you changed your name?
Nikki, are you cooning? Nikki.
This is not like black girls getting a perm. You changed your whole freaking name.
She is cooning. Oh my gosh, she tap dancing.
Absolutely. I mean, big.
Like the WB frog.
Okay. It's giving Savion Glover because
Oh, girl, that's a throwback too.
Yo, that was my man.
Yo.
I seen him perform.
I have too.
Like,
worth it.
Ridiculous talent. Anyway.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Are we sure that age? Because he was on Sesame Street.
He was on he was on a couple of things. He was in a couple of Bad Boy. He was in a P. Diddy video.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Miss videos like that.
Yep.
Anyway. But yeah, so I mean, it's so funny. Jordan Kepler was outside interviewing people, and this one lady was like, I don't think she's gonna win, but like, I'm supporting her. Like, she's cool. She's a woman, and girls rule and boys drool. But like, basically, she was like, I mean, BFFR, like, basically. And Jordan was like, oh, so why are you here? Like, I don't understand. But hey,
you know what? I want Jordan Klepper to like start going to like whatever it is that Ron DeSantis is doing to see what those people are thinking.
I would be concerned for his safety, but at those type of rallies, I really would. Like, I think that there's actually, it's not that I think. I know there's different levels of the racism. So you got Nikki Haley, who's kind of like just coming into her racist ways. I guess.
Come on, yes, brand new racist.
You know what I'm saying? It's like she just kind of coming in. She got, she might say some things, and then she might pull it back type situation. She had Don Lemon John Lemon had to apologize for some things that he said about her last week and all that stuff.
Oh my God.
Child. Then you got Ron DeSantis. Those are the January 6ers. And then some. It's a different type of.
I hear that like a lot of Trumpers are like actually like moving over to like the Ron DeSantis side, which I'm y'all
scared.
This is our, our weekly like, alert, like emergency, like y'all need to pay attention for real. Ron DeSantis is the devil.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't care what do you say about he being a Christian. No, that man is the devil, and the things that he's promoting and trying to get rid of in the state of Florida. Imagine that
in the White House.
In the White House, like no,
him having control over all the 50 states.
Right, and because y'all refuse to go out and vote in local elections, that would mean that most of those Republicans would have the House and the Senate, and that is dangerous.
Yeah, because I don't understand the chokehold that Ron DeSantis has on the state.
Racism.
I mean, he's been talking about potentially running. I don't know. I feel like Ron DeSantis is that type of dude to be like, all right. I don't know.
I think he's gonna run, sis.
I really hope not. Between him and Marjorie Taylor Greene really doing the most to be on Trump's ticket. And I'm like, and honestly, when it comes to that, like, sis, you look pathetic because nobody's even really supporting Trump like that.
Yo.
They don't care about him anymore. Like, several politicians just like, I mean, he had a good run. Let's move on. Like, we need new blood. Let's move on. They've said it, like, straight up and down.
Trump was he was the person who opened the floodgates for this.
Exactly.
And now they're just like, the gates are open so they don't need him anymore. And I would honestly, if I had to choose between Trump or DeSantis, I would choose Trump.
Absolutely. More so for entertainment purposes, but that's about it. But DeSantis, I'm out.
Get your ass out there and vote, y'all.
I'm out. I'll go to one of them islands, St. Lucia, something.
It's bad.
I can't do him.
It's
That's
bad.
a different situation. And Democrats, y'all also need to get y'all stuff together. Because, I mean, yes, Biden, that's great. You're in the fight, but
y'all soft.
Biden, Bernie, y'all sit down. Okay, let's get some new.
Well, the youngsters. I'm not gonna get on my soapbox this episode, but you know how I feel about the Democrats and them being hella soft and wanting to kumbaya, my lord.
Yeah.
And y'all need to get down and dirty and straight nasty, the way Lil' Kim said on
Literally.
when you got served.
Seriously.
Straight street. You know how I like you, baby.
Because you in the hood now.
You're in the hood now, baby. Okay.
Congress.
Pull up in the ski mask.
The hood.
Right. Just like
Congress
that.
is the real hood.
Yo, like for real.
Whew.
This your man's?
Child.
All right. Is that all we have for politics?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
We have we have a few other things. So like these are like kind of not local but statewide.
Mm-hmm.
State. Well, Nikki Haley kind of is state, South Carolina. But anyway,
Yeah.
Here in the good old North Carolina, Josh Stein, who is our current attorney general, is also said that he is going to be running for state governor. We like Josh Stein. He's cool. He is actually attacking and putting in his fight with the war on fentanyl because enough is enough,
Ooh,
right?
child.
Okay. He's actually opening up the, hold on. I thought I had it open. Where is it?
It's about like it's a way, it's like, is it a facility?
No, it's actually like,
A law, right?
something like that. Here it is. So, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So he's putting in a fentanyl control unit.
Yeah.
Like enough is enough. So I'm gonna read this, and this is coming from ABC 11. En route. Come on now. Damn pop-ups. So Josh Stein said Monday that he is seeking funding to create a fentanyl control unit within the North Carolina Department of Justice's Special Prosecutions and Law Enforcement Section. The unit would help local district attorneys handle large-scale fentanyl trafficking, wiretap, and overdose cases. Prosecutors in special prosecutions are referred cases from local district attorneys for reasons of conflict, jurisdictional complexity, and resource management. The new unit would prosecute fentanyl and other drug traffickers and dealers, bringing additional expertise and resources to these cases. Super awesome.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Fentanyl, almost every week we talk about fentanyl, somebody dying from fentanyl or it popping up
Literally.
somewhere. Like fentanyl is in everything.
I even saw it in the SVU case last week.
See?
Craziness.
Fentanyl is everywhere. They should have. This is going to be a wild hot take. But I think if
Hot takes part 2?
it might be. But I feel like if the government and the police departments had been so proactive on opioid usage the way they were on crack, I think I don't think we would be where we are right now.
Nope.
You know, because it's not the fight against crack. It's the we need to help those with fentanyl. And it's getting those who are like addicted to it or whatever, like y'all are getting way more care than some of our like aunts and uncles from back in the day
Absolutely.
who was on crack. So yep, that's my hot take.
Well, shout out to Josh Stein.
Yeah.
Clearly some attorney generals like enough is enough, so I'm happy that it's North Carolina. So hopefully he'll be able to take that governor seat.
Yeah, because our man's is gone.
I know
After
he's gonna be leaving.
Roy Cooper, we really enjoyed you. You did what you needed to do. He's a cool guy.
He is.
Yeah.
Simone says he's adorable. Like she just thinks he's adorable. He's an
Yeah.
adorable old man. Like, cause he just he'd be like, hey, I'm governor, and
That's it. Yeah.
go Duke, go Chapel Hill, go HBCU,
Right.
go everybody.
Yeah, man.
And
2 thumbs way up. God bless America.
yeah, he really be, kind of mind his business. And we like unproblematic people.
We really do.
So Josh Stein, don't come in there with no nonsense.
I know, man. You got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but if you're coming in there like this, attacking fentanyl, which is killing people every day, then you got my support.
Yeah, I'm into it. I can't wait to see what else you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing is up in Seattle. So Sis found this article
Oh yeah, sure did.
pretty interesting.
So Seattle has become the first U.S. city to ban caste discrimination. I want to say I didn't even realize this was a thing. This is more between like this is like between indigenous communities and like Indian communities and Asian communities. So I'm going to read what we have here. It says the Seattle City. All right, yeah, let's try again. The Seattle City Council on Tuesday added caste to the city's anti-discrimination laws, becoming the first U.S. city to specifically ban caste discrimination. calls to outlaw discrimination based on caste, a division of people based on birth or descent, have grown louder among South Asian diaspora communities in the United States. But the movement is getting pushback from some Hindu Americans who argue that such legislation maligns a specific community. Proponents of the ordinance that was approved by a 6-1 vote Tuesday say caste discrimination crosses national and religious boundaries, and that without such laws, those facing caste discrimination in the U.S. will have no protections. The ordinance is a contentious issue, especially among the nation's South Asian diaspora. Supporters argue it is needed because caste is not covered under existing civil rights protections. Groups opposing the measure say it will malign a community that is already the target of prejudice.
So wait, okay, so I don't know. Oh,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I understand what caste really is.
So,
like, what does that mean?
So, in the general broad spectrum of the word, it would be let's say black caste systems. I would be considered light skin.
Oh, okay.
Brown skin, dark skin. But let me just so I'm using the right terms here. I want to just Google the right definition for caste so I make sure that I'm using it right. But it seems like it's we talk about Asians, right? And it's obviously it's talking about South Asian diaspora, and I'm thinking in terms of skin color as well, but also maybe because it said that it covers national and religious, right? So maybe and obviously Hindus feel some type of way, but I don't know are Hindus the lighter skin people of the South Asian community?
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So let me see.
There's a lot of bullet points that probably follow under
Oh,
this.
for sure. Okay. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Caste. It's a noun.
Okay. Okay.
It means each of the hereditary classes of Hindu society distinguished by relative degrees of ritual purity or pollution of social status. Yes. Okay. Did you watch this show on Netflix? It's called Indian Matchmaking.
Yeah, I saw maybe an episode or two. I didn't get all the way into it.
Right. So caste was a really big thing on that show, which the first season I watched, I was like, this is bizarre because they would specifically be looking for people who were lighter. Are they a part of this lighter skin, white skin? The term would be, ooh, she's really fair. I like her. So in terms of, if I read this definition again, each of the hereditary classes of Hindu society distinguished by relative degrees of ritual purity or pollution and of social status. So basically, the darker you are, the less, and I mean, we understand that as Black people. So, but I think it also is it's also a really big thing in terms of that community as well. So now that we kind of get a better understanding of what it means, I love that Seattle was able to do something like that. I've never been to Seattle, so I don't know the population, but clearly it's a big deal if they had a.
For real, this is not something that Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the South Asian population there is pretty big in order for them to have to make a law banning discrimination per caste system.
And I wonder if that's maybe it's just well, it did say Seattle was the first city, because I'm actually kind of surprised that New York City doesn't have something like that. Or, even, well, actually, I can't speak, but definitely New York.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Straight up melting pot.
But I mean, I guess I would say because New York is a melting pot, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't been to New York in a long time, but just off of assuming.
Yeah.
Would that be a city that you would think would have discriminations in terms of caste? And I mean, sure, everybody has their own prejudice of race and skin color and whatnot, right? But is it something when you're there, do you notice it? You wouldn't even know the answer to that because you don't even think about paying attention to it. No, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
So yeah, very, very interesting. I would definitely suggest you guys look more about it. You know?
No, that's interesting. For real.
So because that basically means that our dark skin and brown skin South Asian brothers and sisters now cannot be discriminated against for jobs or anything. And
the fact that you have to make a law for that,
it's crazy.
Is wild. Between that and just Black people in our hair, the Crown Act, all that stuff is oh man. You were talking about the Indian matchmaking show, and we're talking about fair. I mean, we literally were just talking about Nikki Haley, how if you saw her, if she never said that, it would have never triggered anything in me to look her up.
Caste system.
I literally just see a white woman from South Carolina, like.
And and even think about what we also just talked about in terms of fentanyl. That's definitely like, because white people are getting addicted to it. That's why the care and such is being shown for those people.
Oh my goodness.
We're all living in a caste system. I'm assuming that the caste system is very much like big and stronger in terms of that community, and so there had to be something done with that. That
is wild.
Very, very interesting. I'm gonna be looking more into this story.
Yeah, that's intriguing.
Very, very much so.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all?
That's it for politics.
Yes.
That's enough.
It is enough. Good politics. I like that. That was a good section. I think we did good.
I'm like really intrigued by that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Simone and I were having a conversation about colorism the other day.
Yeah.
And I was really saying how like colorism, in my opinion, cool, hot take part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I really think colorism it's our fault. It's our fault that colorism.
Do you?
I do. I do think that colorism is our fault. The fact that it has continued into this horrible thing now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's always been horrible, but now because of us, and we just keep having the conversation about preference and all those things like that. It's like, it's horrible now. I think it's our fault, but we can tackle that another time.
Ooh, because I agree, but I also like indoctrination is so crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It just,
you know what I'm saying? Like
it irritates me sometimes. But it's like, it's like if somebody were to say only like light-skinned women, I'm like, you're a colorist, and I'm like, or that's just a preference. I don't know. It's just weird now. I forget how me and Simone had the conversation, but it was just like, that's just that's just how I feel. I really do feel like it's our fault. Like if we would just be like, hey, we all black, everything's cool, we good, we all love each other. Mm-hmm. I don't really give you a conversation.
I don't know, like that's a hard conversation in terms of like talking about preference. I will say I do think some men use it as a way of like dividing and whatnot. Like I don't think they're using it. I think they use it maliciously.
I agree with that.
But there are also some men who literally just like light-skinned women because of whatever reason.
Yeah.
But
I know how it came up.
Go ahead.
It actually was segue into our conversation.
Oh shit.
Of Chris Brown.
Oh,
that's what the conversation was. Somebody had called Chris Brown a colorist, and I was like,
well, he is.
But how is that? Or does he just have a preference because he's dated the same type of women?
No, that's not it. Do you remember that time that story came out where this dark-skinned girl was going into the club or whatever? She was in the club, and all her friends were like light-skinned or something like that. And he was picking out girls to be in his section, and he literally was like pointing at her and was like, "No darkies allowed."
But did he say that, or just the fact that she happened to be dark-skinned?
No, he said that. She said that he said that. That's a colorist statement.
That's crazy. If he did say that, yeah. But you know me.
Yeah.
I need it on tape.
Right. I
need to hear it.
I feel you.
Because I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. That's a rough one. I mean, yeah. I don't know, sis. I will say for me, it's a turn off if I'm talking to a guy and he's like, "Oh, you just my type," because I like him light. Oh yeah. If somebody were to like you to say that out loud, it's like,
what are we doing?
If you
right
say
now?
you're my type because, of the shape or whatever, like, oh, you got long hair, whatever, that's understood. But like to be like, oh, you're my type because you this, I'm just like,
sick. You're sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like them caramel. Like, I don't even like caramel. But anyway, but speaking of Chris Brown, so Chris Brown was a hot topic per usual over the last, like, I almost feel bad for the dude because like y'all just can't keep his name out your mouth.
Damn.
So first it was because he congratulated Rihanna on being in the Super Bowl. Like he's done songs with her since the incident. So I don't know why y'all haven't moved on. But that's number one. And now apparently Chloe Bailey, she's getting ready to put out her new album, and apparently Chris Brown is in one of her new videos that she has coming out, and people are having a fit about it. And also, what is her name from 3LW?
Keely.
Mm-hmm. She also decided to speak on Chris Brown and how she doesn't like him and, you know, he beats women and everything like that. And Chris Brown had some time. He literally called her like an Amtrak.
Damn.
He went in on her, but he really just kind of like took the time to address how he's been feeling. And I thought it was very, very interesting. He took to Instagram, his Instagram story, and said, if y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire ass. I'm effing 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative. Y'all weird ass niggas are the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan. Is her name Krishan?
I think it's Krishan.
Okay. To see Blueface and Krishan beat the F out of each other in front of the world. But that's okay. It's entertainment. Y'all can suck my whole area disrespectfully.
Damn. I mean, I don't pay attention to Blueface and Krishan because I think they're both ugly. Mm-hmm. So whenever they come across my timeline, I'm like, this really ain't my fucking
Somebody finally said it.
Yeah, he's ugly. She's missing a tooth. It's bizarre. What the fuck is going on?
And go ahead.
And you know what? I didn't realize that happened when Chris Brown was 17.
17.
Do you think we are...
Well, that happened in like 2009.
I can't remember.
Something like that. So like, yeah, because he's a year younger than me. So yeah, about 17, 18, yeah.
Do you think we're beyond the cancellation of him?
I'm going to be honest. I never canceled him.
Right.
I canceled him. You know when my cancellation stopped to Chris Brown? When I heard Rihanna's Unapologetic album and he was on there.
Oh, shit.
Like, literally, like 2 albums later... And I mean, and then even the context of the song, you'll always be mine, always be your girl. So I was like, oh, well, she cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool. And, you know, I still like Chris Brown. I like him as an artist. I think he's a very talented dude. But to answer your question, like, I think we're way past the cancellation. I don't want to say unfortunate, but the thing is now you got the Gen Zs that are just that are now catching up to things that we experienced, and it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What you mean he beat Rihanna up? What are you talking about? And now they're like holding him accountable for it again. Yeah. And it's just like how it's almost like,
a cycle.
It is, because think about Bill Cosby. So our parents grew up on Bill Cosby and how he was just this prolific figure and blah, blah, blah. So like they taught us that Bill Cosby was awesome. Especially I can imagine growing up in Philadelphia, that type of situation was probably beyond words. And then all this stuff happened and we're like, oh, well, we don't have to watch the Cosby Show anymore. Like, absolutely not.
Okay, as someone raised in Philadelphia, for me personally, like I said, I never really watched the Cosby Show that much as a kid. Okay. We know that he has the affiliation, or had the affiliation, with Temple University.
Yeah.
We saw the commercials all the time like that. But no one in my family ever talked about him drugging people before.
Right.
Like, this was all news to me.
Right.
But I think it's different for us, like the millennials, because action was actually taken. See, action wasn't taken back then.
Very true.
And I think it's different from Chris Brown because action was taken immediately. Immediately when those photos were released of Rihanna.
Yeah.
All his ads, the double mint, all those commercials, like all that shit was done. His action was taken immediately. And I honestly do feel like maybe we are past the cancellation of Chris. I know that Rihanna has had to forgive him for her own piece.
Right.
And I understand that some people are like, no, I can never give that. I think if Rihanna can forgive him,
right,
then maybe we should also be able to do so as well.
Right.
And also, he was 17 years old.
Right.
And to still be holding that against someone, and now that I didn't realize he was like that, only 3 years younger than me. Mm-hmm. Like, that is such a crazy thing to be holding against him. Like, I'm sure they've spoken their piece, and I'm sure they shed like a lot of tears and had some seriously like deep conversations about that.
Yeah.
And now I'm just sitting here thinking about it, like, yeah, I think I would say that we are past the cancellation of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The reason I've canceled Chris Brown is because I don't have time to be listening to 40-song albums. I'm not doing that shit.
I'm just not.
That's where my cancellation is. I cancel him by default. Not because I didn't think the music was good. I don't have that kind of time.
I cancel him per project. So yeah, that 45 song album, I was like, okay, I'll wait for the next the next drop. Then he came out with them little singles like Heat and all stuff. I was like, okay, Chris is back, Breezy's back. Then he just dropped this new album, and I was like, oh, love it. But yeah, I agree with Chris with this situation because honestly, I don't understand the infatuation with Blueface and Krishan.
I don't either.
I'm not seeing it. You know, I don't see why there's such a thing. Like, we're acting like Blueface is, you know, but that's just social media just amping up the drama and the toxicity. Like, you know what I mean?
They're such a mess. People love to see that stuff.
It's not even cute anymore. No. Like, we shouldn't even, like, the first couple months I was like, okay, this is all right. They're the new it couple, I guess, quote unquote. But now it's like she out here just fighting everybody. It's like, I don't like it. I totally agree with Christopher. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No.
Yeah.
No.
Very, very ugly.
Yeah. So
very, very
she's
ugly.
not cute. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah. It's a mess.
It's not cute at all. But so yeah, that's what we're talking about. Chris Brown. Speaking of fighting. So
wait, what?
We're talking about the woman in the gym.
Oh, you right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, kind of goes back to what Sis was talking about when she can't wrap her head around opening your blinds and stuff like that. Like, okay. So I'm gonna talk about the story first, and then I'm gonna give my hot take on this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman in Florida was in her apartment gym, heard a knock on the door, let a neighbor in because she seen this dude in the gym before. People forget their key fob, whatever. She didn't think nothing of it. He attacks her in the gym, literally in the gym. Chases her around. There's video, everything. Chases her around, and she ends up beating his ass. Because she was like, absolutely not. First of all, I think Sis is a professional bodybuilder.
Love that for her.
So she was like, oh, and she literally said it on to the news. She was like, yeah, I really wasn't really fearful. It was just like, dude, get the hell off of me. Like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. She ended up escaping. Cool. She got out. Everything was great. The problem is the next day, this dude did the exact same thing. So allegedly, he was watching this woman on her balcony. There's another woman. This is a different woman in the complex. Watched her on the balcony, went up to her door. She opened it, which I'm not understanding.
Yes. Her apartment door?
She opened up her door because she thought he was the maintenance man. And I'm like, but did you call for a maintenance? Did you ask for maintenance to come? I'm not opening my door for maintenance unless there's a letter going around saying, hey, we're doing some routine stuff in each unit.
Right.
Expect to hear from us between this time and this time on this day through this day. Or if I actually put in a work order. Other than that, why are you knocking on my door? Absolutely not. So she opens up the door, and the dude actually was like, you know, hey, like, do you want to hang out? And she was like, dude, get the hell away from me. And before she could slam the door, he actually stepped foot in the apartment. By the grace of God, her fiance was in the apartment and chased him away. The dude actually admitted to wanting to have sex with both of the women. Like, that was his whole... He was like, I thought she was pretty, and I was going to go try and sleep with her. Point blank, period.
What?
Yeah, that's what happened. That is what happened. He's in jail. You know, cops got him real quick. But to the hot take for what you were saying earlier, I got two hot takes.
Yeah, go ahead.
People that work out past 10 o'clock at night, y'all are weird.
It was nighttime when she was working out?
10 o'clock at night.
I used to every once in a while when I had insomnia and my gym was open.
No.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely not. No.
You're right. I'm not even wrong. I can't even disagree. You are absolutely right.
I don't care if she was a bodybuilder. What if dude was in there with a knife?
True.
Okay. Like, so luckily he was just he was just a pervert.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
But things could have gotten out of hand real quick. And then also, call me an asshole. You're a grown ass person. Why are you forgetting your key fob?
Leave his ass out there.
Yeah, like I literally would look you dead in the face while I'm lifting gyms. Like, oh,
damn.
Hate that for you.
Guess you got to go back upstairs and get your key fob.
Yeah,
because I'm not letting your ass in, especially after at 10.
I'm not. No.
Hell no.
I had a problem with my apartment complex because you've driven to my apartment complex before. Now it's covered.
Yeah.
But before, any time of night, you could see anybody in there. Anybody could be. I have been in the gym at night, not that late. It's giving 7 p.m.
Right.
And you know me. Y'all know I got.
She's scary.
I'm scary. And so somebody could be walking their dog past. I'll be like, oh,
Ma'am.
oh, because I don't trust people. I don't have time. But those that go to the gym after 10 o'clock at night, no. You're weird. I don't care.
You're right. That it is kind of weird, but I mean, I will say this. She said she was a bodybuilder, so it seemed like a good time to get in the gym and start lifting some weights.
Yeah. Bodybuild a knife if he had or a gun.
Damn.
Then what? Then what you gonna do?
But she had his ass in like a headlock and too.
She really did beat his ass.
She had him folded up and whatnot. I'm
Yeah.
like, good for her.
Yeah. I mean, he had on like flip-flops and like, so
Yeah.
and even then, so like, sis, if you see him with flip-flops on, who's coming to the gym with flip-flops?
Exactly. Leave his ass out there.
But I mean, the only thing I will understand is the fact that, like she said, I've seen him in the gym before. I've been in the gym with him. So it was like, I didn't really think anything of it.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
She was like, that's my neighbor. I see him all the time. Da-da-da. But so? Absolutely not.
Damn. Leave his ass out there.
So please stop going to the gym by yourselves at night.
Yeah.
I mean, that late, You want to go 7, 8 o'clock. I think 8 o'clock's pushing it myself, but that's just me.
7 is a good time. Because like the after work rush hour losers have left. So you get all the machines to yourself.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even go to the gym at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I don't know.
Oh, really? Why not? Because it's too early?
Yeah, I am asleep.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought maybe it was because like people at the gym.
I mean, it's still dark outside.
It is still dark outside.
And again, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So I'm a lunchtime type of girl.
Yeah, when I work from home, the middle of the day work, because the hotties be in there too in my gym.
The nobodies be in my gym.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's in there. It's been several times where it's just me in my gym alone. It's an old man that comes in with a little trainer sometimes. That's about it.
Yeah, no.
So I like it like that.
It be the body fitness people who don't got a regular job who be at my gym during midday. It don't be a lot though.
They be doing the most though. Like,
no, they actually be all right. They be looking good. I be like, way to go, Connor. Girl. Speaking of its way, has R&B lost its way? That's the question.
Oh.
I sent sis this video on the TikTok. And this was a good conversation, I think. So let us play it. Here it is.
When you talk about like us not being taught how to keep, like, bro, if you go back to the 70s, there's plenty of music about how to keep a woman happy.
That's
plenty.
a fact.
Like, if you
Now
go back to the
that's a
60s,
fact.
the 50s, like,
That
it
is a
wasn't
fact.
until the violence in our communities became entertainment for the masses, and we know who the masses are,
Jesus.
that
That's a
you
fact.
saw a switch from what was acceptable to come from our community and be called art. Our love stories was no longer art because white people couldn't consume that.
Wow.
There was nothing palatable about
I
black
had
love because it was
goosebumps.
versed
Oh
in
my
something
God.
different.
Hot
fire's coming
Our
from
love
this
had to
man.
come
So,
from
I mean,
struggle.
what?
Our love had to be had through strife, and we talked about
pain,
that, bruh.
yeah.
Like, that's what
And we talked about the resilience in love.
Exactly,
We
bruh.
don't talk about
Would just
resilience in
yell.
love no more.
Lean on
That's
me.
I just start yelling on the track. I love you, like, bruh, just yell.
Just do
Like,
it.
I really had to love you hard.
I agree with this young man.
Okay.
I think he definitely has a valid point. I do feel, as someone, oldies is a big part of my growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from Philadelphia, the city of soul music. Like,
Ooh, the Teddy Pendergrass.
okay,
hometown.
like,
Child.
check the receipts. You know what I'm saying? So oldies,
Patty and them.
that all that music is important to me. And I do think that, like, when our NWAs came out and our whomever's, like in that era of like very gritty,
Yeah,
hardcore
absolutely.
hip hop, I do think it changed in the way love is portrayed in R&B music and things like because you think about, like, even today we got R&B singers talking, I want to blow your back out, girl, and I'm leaving tomorrow. Like, what the fuck is going on? This is an R&B song. What do you mean you want to blow my back out, but you gotta go pick up your baby from Takesha house? What is going on? And like, you know, I was like,
Yo,
am I lying? Like,
no.
you know, like why do our R&B singers sound like hip hop artists? And I feel like I do think like we would all like to think that I think like that you know we're not as influenced by, you know, entertainment in a sense. But I do feel like a lot of us are influenced by what we're listening to.
Right.
And I can't help but think that because a lot of like hip hop and whatnot is so gritty and raw and it's kind of like very like demeaning towards women, like I do think that once the music changed, it affected those generations, like, you know, Gen X and so forth. I do.
Yeah. Because I think when Sis sent it to me, I was kind of like, I kind of agree, kind of don't at the same time. Definitely agree on the way music was in the 60s, 70s, even the 80s. Like, yeah, it was definitely love stories. And two, you literally said what I was going to say, like, because when I was listening, I was like, that's more of like a hip hop situation. And I literally thought of NWA, you know, the KRS-Ones of the world and all, like when hip hop came, and I'm not talking about a 1, a 2. I'm not talking about that.
Right.
I'm talking about the like knock you in your teeth, fuck the police, like that type of shit.
Yeah.
But I think that it was more hardcore because it was like, we're talking about like, those type of songs, we're talking about the political things. Like, we're angry. Like, yeah, enough with all that love. Now we in the streets because I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? Because of what's going on with my people. As a music head, though, when it comes to R&B music, I disagree.
Okay.
Because I think if we're talking about just like mainstream R&B, maybe, but there's so many amazing songs out there and artists that are still like deep into the love making. They're still making that type of music. Like even like Chloe Bailey with that song Surprise, very soft, very feminine. Like, this is what I want to do. The Ari Lennox of the world, the Giveons of the world. Giveon, if you really listen to Giveon's music, he reminds me of like a Teddy Pendergrass mixed with a Frank Sinatra type situation. His music is very much like, I'm infatuated with you. Yeah. Like, I love you. Like, it's almost like stalker music type situation. Like, so I think from that aspect and those type of artists, the Ari Lennox, the Giveons of the world, even the Duran Bernards of the world, because now we're like, now love is, you know, music is so fluid, and it's like, I'm talking about whoever I want to love.
Right.
And I'm going to love you, the Alex Vaughn and, you know, Alex Isley.
Yeah.
I do think that R&B is in a really good space. Like, no, will we ever get another Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, Patti LaBelle? No. But I think that R&B music is safe with the Summer Walkers of the world. Maybe not this album. Maybe not the album that she just came out with. You know, now. Now, you do have some, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care. Ooh. The SZAs of the world, those are the ones that he's talking about. I just killed my ex and all that other bullshit. Yeah. That, if I was going to put a category of R&B, like.
Okay, I got a question for you, sis.
Yeah.
All right, this might be a stretch. All right, I might be reaching. I might be like Stretch Armstrong with this one. Okay,
Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna watch that this weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
So if we're talking about like where this would come from, right? I'm gonna just use NWA as my first example. That's all I have in my head, y'all. No shade, no tea. If NWA is the first hip hop group to come out with these really gritty rap records that do demean women, that does start a trickle effect into music. So now we have, like, in all genres now, we have men trickling down talking about how bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, right? So now we're at that part in hip hop, just in hip hop in general,
right?
We're at a point where women are in the music like, fuck these niggas, I'm gonna get this cash, I'm gonna shake my ass, and I'm gonna do it fast, or whatever.
Okay, bars.
Sign me. Would it be safe to say that SZA's latest album is literally an answer to what had happened before her.
I might not be able to answer that because I could not get through her whole album.
Damn.
I don't resonate with that young lady. This album, Control, I thought was decent, but I don't know. Now I might switch artists and go to like Summer Walker.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because if you listen to Summer Walker's, I know she's weird, y'all. I really like she's odd, and she but she has a story. And if you really listen to her mixtapes up until her debut album and now her second album, you can just kind of see the love story that she put out, one about herself and then her relationship. One thing I will say about Summer Walker is like she kind of sticks to the R&B. She's talking about love. She's talking about relationships. She's talking about men or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Talking about her, her healing phase and things like that. Her mixtapes really talk about that. Then her first album was all about her first baby, like London on the Track.
Yeah.
Like, that was it was really like an ode to him, and everything that he kind of helped her with.
Right.
And then the second album was more like, let me tell y'all what this nigga did to me. Because we're not even together no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just the fourth baby mama.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And it's the reason why Sierra was on there, because Sierra was also the fourth baby mama in the future. So I'll use her as an example.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll definitely use, to answer your question, then I would definitely say Summer Walker's second album is definitely a response to before. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm only asking because I feel like, with music, especially like with women in music, everything was it's the effect to the cause.
Yes.
The dynamics of women and representation in terms of like R&B and hip hop has changed completely because of what we have seen over the last 30, 50. Hip hop just turned 50. And female rap maybe like popping like the way it is what, 3?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is like 40 for 47 years. Well, I'll take off maybe 10. So, for so maybe like for 37 years, it was all like, these hoes ain't nothing, bro. You gotta fuck them and duck them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like the effect of all of where we are at now comes from somewhere above in that timeline.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think like, for sure, like, that's why I agree with him so much, is because I do think like, I hear you. Mm-hmm. You know way more about, Sherelle listens to way more music than I do, okay? But love in the 50s and 60s, that was across.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was across the entire. Mm-hmm. And it's not like that, unfortunately. That's why we have R&B artists who are out here and they're hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't know.
I get that. No, I can understand.
And I mean, yeah, we'll probably never get back to a point where it's like, or maybe we will. We just won't be here for it.
But I think, you know what? And I guess because I do listen, like, I literally can pull up. Because there's certain songs that are out and it might not be popular artists.
Yeah.
And I might be putting y'all onto some things right now, but or some people. There's certain songs by certain artists that will give you that old school, like that love. It's like, oh my gosh, she is in love with her man. Mm-hmm. And this man is in love with
like I do love Van Jess. I think those two ladies are amazing. They definitely give me 90s R&B vibes. Those girls can sing. Beautiful. They've done some work with Kay Tronado, who I love too.
Oh, enough
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like even like this is not me being biased, but even like Luke James, like if you have listened to Luke James song like All of Your Love or These Arms of Mine, like especially These Arms of Mine are very like I mean not These Arms of Mine, just These Arms, very like very 1950s and 1960s, like just let me hold you and just hug you. But there's another song that a couple songs that I really love. Hold on, where is it? It's called, where is it? Okay, it's called Loved by You by Sam Henshaw. literally brought some tears to my eyes one day. Like, cause it's like, I'm a words girl. So I'm literally listening to what he's saying about this woman. I'm like, God, like he said, I'll bring out the sun, dry out the rain. Like, I'll be your Uber driver I'll be your sanity when you feel insane. Like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Then there's another song called Remedy by this girl named Cherish. So a lot of these songs that are like real, like deep in love, they're just not as popular.
Yeah,
like, honestly, like it's called Remedy by Charisse.
Okay.
Or even like Adele, All Night Parking. Have you heard her new album? Listen to that song, like All Night Parking. She's just talking about how like I'm at this party and I got all this shit to do, but all I'm really thinking about is being with my man.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just very classic and just, you know. There's a lot of artists like that, like Jack James and Sinead Harnett and child. You see this list?
Yeah, she's got a nice.
This is just my Do Not Disturb playlist.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
Full, long, very long. She's been scrolling for a long time.
Half a work day.
Yeah,
right? Or you got the Snow Allegras of the world, like you know. And then you know my playlist where I got Ari Lennox, but then I got the Intruders.
Yeah,
you know, very old school, like.
Come on now, because that's where I'm at. Like when I think about love songs for me, and that might just like again, like I said, like I've been listening to all these since right out the womb. Steph was like, here you go. Put these headphones.
Yeah,
on,
we grew up on the on those type of songs
right.
like Stephanie Mills and you know all them like
the Dells, the Delphonics,
all the groups,
the Shy Lights. Ooh, child, they was running that the
the Four Tops, the Commodores,
the Temptations,
the Intruders.
They was running that
Don't get Ralph to talking about the groups because he be like, child, he be like, I got the albums upstairs.
Okay.
He got the Shy Lights, the Manhattans, the Cocktails, the this, the that.
They was running that into the ground.
No pronouns, just the people.
The and them.
Literally.
Okay, not the they thems.
Child. But yeah, interesting conversation.
For
like,
sure. I would love to hear y'all's opinions on this. Hit us up in the comment section or whatever.
And I can send y'all my playlist if y'all want to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can send y'all oldies playlists. I'll put together oldies playlists if you want me to. Maybe we can do that. We'll put something together.
Not a problem.
Maybe like a old school meets new school type of playlist.
I love it.
So you pick out the new school. Can I pick out the old school?
Yeah.
All right, bet. We'll make
like
a playlist.
You get some problematic R&B like Brent Faiyaz.
This is that shit I'm talking about. I don't want to hear that shit.
Brent Faiyaz is from the DMV area, so you know they got some issues.
Ooh, child.
You know them DMV men got some. They a little toxic, but it's like Brent Faiyaz is one of like he toxic, but like I'm into it.
Yeah,
like it's like he don't look how he sound. It's like I'm intrigued by this guy.
Oh my god.
Simone thinks he's fine. She calls him Brent Faiyaz. Like
that's good for her.
Yeah,
great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Yeah. Ciao.
We got 3 topics we need to run through real quick.
Okay.
All right, sis. You have this Lamar Johnson wrongfully convicted and has been set free.
Oh my gosh. I'm really tired of people. I'm not even gonna say black people, but fine. Actually, yeah. Of black people being in jail for years, and you know good and damn well they're not supposed to be in there. Anyway, so this man, Lamar Johnson, was in a Missouri prison 27 years for a crime that he did not commit. I'm just going to read this from CNN.
Okay.
So a Missouri man who has been serving a life sentence for nearly 3 decades was free last week after a judge ruled he is innocent and vacated his murder conviction. He was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole in 1995 after being convicted of murder in the death of Marcus Boyd the year prior. At the time, police said Johnson and another man shot and killed Boyd, but Johnson was giving a new hearing after somebody filed a motion last year saying his conviction was based in large part on false eyewitness testimony and accusing prosecutors and investigators of misconduct.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
I was literally watching an episode of SVU. I don't know. I've been in my SVU bag lately.
I see.
Yeah. But it was an episode about this man who had been in jail for years, accused of killing his mother and his sister. He'd been claiming his innocence forever. Now, the reason that he did not give an alibi, unfortunately, because he was gay, and he did not want people to know where he was at the time of this murder.
Damn.
Because he was actually at the beach with somebody that he was in love with, doing whatever they are doing. And when he finally got out of jail, they, because it was whatever, an old case, a new case came up that brought this case up, and the detective helped this man get out of jail. And it was so amazing when he finally got out of jail. He made them a promise. He made them promise to find where his mother. He didn't even know where his mom and sister were buried.
Oh my God!
And they ended up taking him to where they was, and come to find out, the detective started a GoFundMe to get a proper burial site for them.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Wow, this is so beautiful." And they said, "This is from donations. It was a GoFundMe." Dude said, "What's that?" Had no idea what a GoFundMe was. Had no idea about so many things. So imagine with Lamar Johnson, 1995, he might have kids. He might, he has a whole new world that he needs to learn now. All because of some false witnesses.
Yeah.
How do you have false eyewitness testimony?
That's crazy to me. Everybody failed. Everybody failed. And I got it. I want to say something. No, I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I feel like when these cases come up and these people who get off, they're finally set free from wrongfully conviction. I need everybody from the back. Everybody who was involved needs to be to the front. To the front. And now we need to run a case on y'all, because what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
How did you miss this?
Yeah.
What is this about? Was this racially? Why?
They literally said on the night of the killing, Johnson had an alibi. He had an alibi, and prosecutors did not present any physical evidence linking him to the killing. Instead, prosecutors relied heavily on one person, a single eyewitness, almost like how y'all find one link.
Oh my!
Sorry. Who identified Johnson as one of the killers, because all black people look alike.
Ooh.
During the new hearing, he then recanted his identification of Johnson as the one who shot Boyd, as one who shot Boyd. Then the hearing also determined prosecutors paid this eyewitness for more than $4,000 in witness compensation before the trial that was not disclosed at the time. So to Sis's point, all them prosecutors, where they at? Because by now they're probably district attorneys somewhere.
It's messed up. And also I just thought about what you said about how he's gonna get out of there and have to learn all this stuff.
Yeah.
The government and all this stuff, y'all want to put these people in jail, but then when y'all let them free, it's just okay, fly, little bird.
Literally,
you've been in for years they've been in jail for 20 years. They don't even know we're not even using flip phones no more. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'll ever be able to do this. I mean, I've talked many times on the show about being a lawyer and how I feel about some of the treatment of prisoners, just by watching, certain things Khalil Brown. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
Khalif Browder.
Though, men like that, and even the Exonerated Five, watching their story, just kind of I personally feel like there needs to be some type of rehabilitation within the jail system, and I don't know how we would be able to get that done, because at the end of the day, yes, there are certain people that are going to die in prison. Some people that deserve to be there for the rest of their life, especially those that are not remorseful. They're still in jail doing hateful things and practicing hateful things. But for those that are I've been in here for a long time and I understand what was wrong and I do have a possibility of getting out, I personally feel like there needs to be some type of rehabilitation, where you're training these people just in case that does happen. You never know. They might have that parole hearing and the parole board is you know what? You've been in here 10 years, for a petty crime or whatever it is. And we understand that you've been on good behavior, you've been doing this. And to Sis's point, you just want them to go out in the world. But do they know how to type? Do they know how to tie a tie? Do they know that damn debit cards are damn near not even needed anymore? Do they even know what Apple Pay is?
This stuff is real, and y'all aren't doing anything to prepare them.
Absolutely not.
And then, especially for people who get off and then end up back in there, I don't have time. We really don't have enough time for us to go into
we can go in.
Which that might have to be. I have no. I don't have time. I don't have time to get into this conversation, but it's just it's just completely ill prepared. You're ill prepared. You're just worried. This government stresses me the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I get angry thinking about this kind of stuff because you guys, this government literally does not care about you.
And then you wonder why Khalif Browder. Why am I like
Browder? Is it Browder?
I want to. Yeah. You wonder why what happened to him actually happened. You let that young man out into the world after suffering what he suffered outside and then suffered it again inside, and then you let him out, and then now we got documentaries instead of him being here to tell his story. I'm sorry. So
congrats to Lamar Johnson for getting out.
And just pray that he has the right type of people around him to help him navigate through this nasty ass world. Because child, there are people that are willing and ready to put you back in there.
They sure are.
So
they sure are. Sis, you wanted to talk about the NBA All-Star Weekend. You said it was boo-boo.
It was horrible. It was absolutely F. I have never seen a more boring All-Star Weekend in my life. I think some people let me not say I think. A lot of people were blaming it on the location. It was in Salt Lake City, Utah. They got the whitest rapper or whatever to promote it. They got Post Malone.
Oh.
But then
I'm sorry, but the whitest rapper ever is killing me.
I mean, because it was because I was like, first I was like, wait, Post Malone's from New York, so he's not even from Utah.
Oh.
No, he's from upstate New York. So but it was just bad. The best part of it was the halftime performance, which was an ode to Afro beats.
How cute. In Utah? Is there a big African population out in Utah?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Burna Boy, Thames, and I'm not sure who the second performer was. That was the best part of it for me.
Yeah. Burna Boy is fine. I'm a shy hoe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
But I will say it was appropriate because the NBA did announce a lot of initiatives that they are doing in Africa. I mean, obviously there is a decent representation of Africans in the NBA. You have the Giannis's family, Bam, and Sergei Ibaka. There's so many of them, that are from over there. So it makes sense. But regardless of that, it was horrible. Worst dunk contest ever, except for Mac McClung, who saved it. This little white boy from the G League.
Damn, not the white boy from the G League showing everybody else up. That's crazy.
When I say showed everybody the up,
damn.
Philadelphia 76ers gave him a 2-day contract for him to actually participate. And he understood the assignment and was like, that was my time.
Yeah.
That little white boy had 50s across the board. You get 50s
I hope they signed him.
I hope so. He's a YouTube sensation. I had no idea who this kid was until Brandon showed me on YouTube. And they was like, nah, yeah, he's like that. And he literally showed.
Wow.
The rest of y'all that have whole $1 million contracts.
That's probably why.
F.
They don't got nothing to lose. That's why.
Even the 3-point shootout,
they don't got nothing to lose. But that Mr. G League, he has something to gain.
Girl, listen, he had the time of his life. He actually introduced Post Malone. So he was the most exciting part of the weekend for me.
I heard y'all boy Karl Malone was out there. But your 12-year-old's in the house. Damn. Yes, Karl Malone, they did recognize him. He did participate as a judge. Oh, but they recognize him as a pedophilia?
So, yeah. Well, yeah.
As a pedophile?
You know that shadow is going to be with him the rest of his life. He did judge the slam dunk contest and all that stuff like that, but they also had a moment for him since he's a legendary Utah Jazz. And he did actually make a comment because, of course, people asked him about it. And he was like, I'm not going to address that. That's my personal life. I really don't care about it. I'm going to deal with it just like I've been dealing with everything else. So he pretty much told everybody to, I don't care and mind your business. So, I mean,
put your 12-year-olds in the house.
I guess, you get a 13-year-old pregnant at 20. So.
Prison.
But he's out here. And, but yeah, it was just F. LeBron got hurt.
Oh, man.
Giannis got hurt.
At the All-Star game?
During the game.
That's crazy.
During the game.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was just an F.
Dang, sis is not impressed.
I wasn't. And then the worst of them, the worst of the slam dunk contest, unfortunately, was a member of my goddamn New York Knicks. Jericho Sims. And I literally retweeted because apparently he was on Instagram like he's in some island. I don't know. I guess the Knicks was on vacation. I don't know. Talk about I'm not embarrassed. And I was like, and that's the problem. You should be.
Damn.
Your dunks were the worst dunks I've ever seen in life.
Damn.
You should not be let back in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
You need a break. Like, don't come back there for another week.
Damn.
I said what I said.
You're going in right now.
Because it pissed me off. Like, I was like, what is this? I look forward to the slam dunk contest. Like, I look forward to that Saturday night. And I was just like, and I had wine. So it should have been more exciting. And but told that little white boy.
Damn. Because he has something to gain. The rest of them don't. They already got their money.
Child.
They already got their money.
I mean, when I say he ain't the Travis Kelce white boy, it's giving.
Just a regular white boy.
Leave it to Beaver. Dennis the
like
Menace.
Giving Todd. Damn.
Like his name is Mac, but he's giving Steven.
Damn.
Connor. What'd you say?
Connor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn, he has something to gain.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, Speaking of not having something to lose.
Damn.
The last thing on our list here, we thought this was, it's his already. It's already his. This is a funny video we saw that came across our timeline. And appropriate. And before I start, this is a Will Smith stan account. Okay, we stand with Will Smith here.
Because we're West Philadelphia born and raised.
South Philly, but sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm New York.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here we go.
I'm going to tell you something fucking crazy. This is literally, it sounds insane, but it will change your life. And by change your life, I mean it will make your life so much more interesting and fun. Did you know that you can pick any object, look at it, and ask it what it thinks of you? So, for example, you can pick up a pen and ask it how it sees you or what it thinks of you, and you will get an answer in your mind from your intuition. You can ask your car what it thinks of you. You can even ask money what it thinks of you.
Listen, if you're listening, Will Smith was stitching the girl, right? And at the end, he picked up his Oscar. We know how he got that one. We know the vibe there. I love it.
So appropriate.
I mean, he still got it.
Oscars are around the corner.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I'm living for it.
I love it.
This is a Will Smith stan account. I stand with Will Smith.
My parents actually going to see Chris Rock tonight.
That's lame. Damn. I can't wait for them to tell. I want you to ask them what they said about Will Smith.
I'm kind of excited to hear the hot takes from it. Like, there's no phones allowed.
Of course not.
No, but my dad was like reading, like basically they give everybody like this like lock for their phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grow up. Like, I'm not doing all that.
They don't want their content to get out.
I mean, I kind of understand it from an aspect. It's like people that be on their phone like during a movie and stuff, like, enjoy what's happening. You paid all this money to see this dude and you're on your phone.
Right.
I never understood how people are even paying attention to stuff. If like, I know you got a live tweet, but like, I don't know. But yeah, they're going to see him. So we shall see.
That's your man's though. You like Chris Rock.
I do enjoy Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I enjoy old Chris Rock. The new Chris Rock has gotten ridiculously political.
Yeah, he has.
Some of the new comedians like D.L. Hughley, Chris Rock, even Dave Chappelle, very political, and it's like where are the jokes? Like, so I'm gonna stick with Deion Coles and the Carlos Millers and all the fine comedians of the world.
Yeah,
so Deion and Carlos.
Damn. We don't have any reviews, but I hate nicknames. By the way, commenting.
Yo. This name is iconic.
They didn't answer our question though. Is your name Nick? But they said, I actually don't know why I put that as my handle, but I feel connected to it at this point, so I won't change it. Is your name Nick?
But what is your name?
Is your name Nick?
What if it's Nicole?
Is your name Nicole? How do you? Are you a they them?
Is it Nikki?
Are you a she they? Like Is Nick anywhere? First, middle, or last name? What is your name?
Is it like in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, like Nikki, Nicola?
Nicola?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Nicaragua?
What are we saying?
What is your name?
Nicket? Like, what is it?
We got questions. But you know what? I hate nicknames, by the way. Shout out for you for doubling back and at least answering the question.
At least.
Because the rest of these people didn't even leave a damn review. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If I hate nicknames can leave a review last week, then come back, answer a question inside the review. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Quickly. You're moving too slow. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I hate nicknames, by the way, is showing y'all up, bruh, in 2 weeks.
I do think, there has to be a reason why you hate nicknames, though. Like, we need to unpack
They said, I'm calling him a he. I don't know. I'm assuming him.
This person
said, I actually don't know why I put that as my handle, but I feel connected to it at this point, so I won't change it.
So then what is Love is Lice? Love and Lice.
I have no idea.
What is going on with your computer? Your phone.
Questions. What is Love and Lice? Like, what? We worried about you. I hate nicknames.
What's
by the
happening
way.
here?
I don't know. I know what's not happening. Any new reviews? That's what's not happening.
Next week will come, and
next week won't come either way. But will these reviews come?
I don't.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for shout out to I hate nicknames, by the way, for understanding the assignment.
Love and Lice.
Love and Lice, whatever.
Ciao.
Remember, we're on a bunch of platforms. We're on Twitter at HeadWrapPod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. Remember, the GoFundMe and the CashApp, $HeadWrapPod, is in the link below. And we are on a bunch of platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. If you leave a 5-star review, which you haven't.
Oh, this week.
But if you had left one, we would have read it on the air, but you didn't. Sucks for you.
Well, we're trying to save y'all.
No, ain't them hoes don't want to be saved. God damn. Anyways, what's your joke?
I actually do not have a joke this week.
Yo, they about to boycott us because of you.
No, wait a minute. I only don't have a joke because I feel like I want to give y'all like a good one. I didn't really like the one last week. I was like, man. So I need like a good one. Like I need a really, really good joke. So that's going to be my homework. So next week we come back, I'm going to have 2 really good jokes. Really, really good jokes. So
They're going to boycott us because you don't have a corny joke.
No, do not boycott us. What you're going to do is bang with us on Friday the 24th at the morning pages, mental health. So you're not going to boycott us because that's not going to really go well with our mental health. So we need y'all to pull up to the mental health panel, and then you can give me a joke then.
Yeah, and you can't boycott if you're not leaving no reviews.
And you know what? Actually, points for me. Okay.
Not you not giving us no responses, and you were
And you got something to say?
Oh, because where are the receipts? Because I don't have them.
Yeah, because...
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good point, sis.
They about to be mad.
Good point, sis. You got so much to say without a review.
No review.
Damn.